Hello, and welcome to Self-Care for Caregivers with Aware Meditation and PaulaJaneNewman. Hello, welcome to Self-Care with Caregivers. My name is PaulaJaneNewman, and I'm going to be giving a presentation about how do we take care of ourselves as caregivers. So let's get to who am I and why should I be giving this particular presentation? Well, currently, at the time that I'm recording this, I am a full-time caregiver of someone I live with. Suddenly, 5 months ago, went through a series of major surgeries where I had to spend, well, I didn't have to, I chose to spend a lot of time at the hospital advocating, doctors upon doctors, prescription upon prescription, dealing with medical system, getting in-home help. And I had to monitor what I was capable of doing and caring for somebody that I care about. This has been over 5 months. But caregivers aren't only individuals who spend their time caregiving for someone who's older, who is not able to care for themselves. It is also whether you're a mum, a parent dealing with young children, whether you're a teacher and you're caring for teachers, whether you're a counselor, maybe an older sibling and you have younger siblings. The word caregivers is someone who has an open heart, caring for another. And how do we do self-care for caregivers? Well, we're going to go through some basic techniques, basic challenges that we have, which realm from our physical health to our mental health, and also in regards to our own particular well-being, and that includes financial well-being. This is a presentation that is going to be doing basically nuts and bolts. I'm not going to be sugarcoating anything, and hopefully we'll be giving you some techniques that will benefit for you as well. So let's do a little introduction about where I come from and why I got picked. So I'm going to share the screen so you can see this. I am a meditation teacher and founder of a nonprofit called Aware Meditation Inc. And hopefully you'll be able to see this. The bar won't have taken it over in the presentation. Here you see our Vedic Meditations ebook. And those of you who are participating in this particular seminar from TraumaWise will be able to get this free. Yes, you heard it, free. It is an ebook that has stories from people who learned this particular meditation and it changed their life. It is available now on Amazon for $9.99, but you'll be able to get that free. So if you want to wait till the end, I can tell you how you'll be able to get that. But you'll see that here I am the founder of Aware Meditation Inc. And we're going up here and you can see our initiative, our global outreach, and where we've been on television doing all kinds of things. Well, we are here to bring everyone self-sufficient stress-reducing techniques to improve mental health and physical well-being. Our practices are designed to easily integrate into your busy lifestyle, addressing underlying causes, not symptoms. Utilized on a daily basis, the nervous system then stabilizes, which reduces anxiety, fear, and overwhelm. And this makes way for mental clarity, cognitive ability, and inner calm. Our initiatives are aligned with the good health and well-being of the United Nations. We have an outreach program for our meditation, but we also have something to do with comedy. Yes, did you know that comedy is healing? And we're going to be talking about that as well. So let's take a minute. You'll hear, you'll understand where I came from, and let's have a little cuddle. Yes, I'm a big one in regards to cuddles. So first of all, self-care, as silly as it sounds, if you have something that just makes you take a moment of, that's the first thing for self-care. And maybe a squishy toy, or perhaps you like to watch a silly television show that makes you laugh, or maybe a bath. All of these ideas people throw out at the time, but find out what you know you like to do and put it down on your list for self-care. Start looking at what do you already do that makes you feel good about yourself, that's not harming anyone. First of all, that's usually going to require time alone. So let's talk about that. This is good for your mental and your physical health. You absolutely have to put in the calendar an appointment with yourself. What are you going to do with that self is up to you. Suggestions we have immediately, what comes to your mind right now, take a deep breath. Exhale. When I tell you, you'll have a quiet space for 5 minutes. You've already come up with what you like to do. Jot that down right now. What do you like to do for 5 minutes that can give you rest and restoration? Make sure you do that regularly. I personally have a meditation practice that I do 20 minutes twice a day, and that resets my nervous system like nothing else. I am going to give you a technique that will also help reset the nervous system right now. Let's get into it. So breathing. People always talk about stop, breathe. Whenever we're stressed in life, someone says some information that bothers us, immediately you find that you're going to give a sigh, right? I don't know, you've got 20 things to do for this caregiver, and now you've just found out the prescription that you're about to pick up has decided that there's what we call a lapse in coverage, which means the insurance company has now decided, yes, they've decided that what they're going to do is up the price of it. And you don't have that, and you don't have the permission from the person you're caregiving as to whether you can do that. The system is going to do this. That's a normal response from the body to breathe and exhale to restore the nervous system. So we're going to do some breathing now. How we actually relax, it depends on everyone's particular nervous system, but I'm going to ask you to inhale through your nose and then exhale through the mouth, relaxing the throat and with a sound if it feels comfortable. Oh. And one more time. Oh. Okay, so I'm about to fall over and fall asleep right now. Another way for breathing is this. This is a bit more complicated, and this involves the left brain and the right brain. So the left brain helps deal with the right side of the body. So you might be seeing the opposite. So left brain, right body, okay? Right brain helps the left side of the body. So we're going to do some alternate breathing, which is going to have us going from the left side of the brain to the right side of the brain. And that's going to switch that nervous system into what we call fight or flight, to the relaxation state. So get your thumb, put it on your right nostril, and I want you to exhale through your nose, the left nostril. And take an inhalation through that left nostril. Hold it, and then switch and exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. And then exhale through the left nostril. Okay, now I'm really calm. But I don't want to fall asleep. I feel a deep, rested calm. So the inhale and exhale through the mouth is almost allowing the body to collapse. This, as you can probably hear, I'm sounding much more relaxed than I was before. We'll do it one more time. We always begin with an exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. And when you're ready, exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. And exhale through the left nostril. You can do that in a private space, in your car, in your room. Excuse yourself to go to the toilet, bathroom, whatever you might call it. Just if it's a public bathroom, don't do it too loud because people might think that you're snorting cocaine. Taking a moment for yourself and putting it in your schedule. Self-care, number one. Let's now look at other elements that can help you. You're only as strong as your weakest link. Let's talk about health and food. It's very important if you're cooking meals for someone who's not well, you ensure that you cook food that you can also eat if you're eating with them. If they have different food tastes to you, that's fine, but make sure you put part of that meal food for yourself. So, for example, this person I'm caring for, not that strong on just plain salad. Okay, so then I put in asparagus, right? Very simple. Asparagus, put it in the oven with a bit of coconut oil, then put a little bit of Himalayan salt on it. They're getting some nutrients and you're getting nutrients. Also, if you can, sit with them when they eat. Now, some people, they can't get up, they're on the sofa, they're in the bed, but have a space where you're able to sit and eat while they're eating. Have the community of nourishment together and taking your time with that, allowing them to eat. Now, obviously, if you have to feed them, that's a bit different. And if they're individuals that aren't necessarily the kindest, maybe they're a bit grumpy, as people do when they get older, that's all right. Find your space for you to eat at what's called a meal time. All right. Now, let's talk about some physical aspects of it. I'm just checking the time right now because I don't want to go over. Right, we're halfway through already. Gosh, where did it go? All right. So what was I saying? Physical aspects. Okay. Your body. It's very important that you do stretches for yourself. It's actually good to be doing this in the morning anyway. So when you get up in the morning, I'm going to suggest you regularly drink water. Water, yes, before your cup of coffee. Drink water and then stretch. And I'm going to do some stretches that are really difficult. You want to roll the shoulders back. But also, if you can, lean up and stretch this side here. Oh, and this side here. What does this do? It stretches the intercostal muscles here of the ribs where we start to breathe. So we're now already beginning to breathe. So water in the morning when you get up, stretching, and make sure you eat food when they eat. Have in your schedule time for you to have private time, whether that's only 5 minutes, when it's 10 minutes. Now, patience. How do we keep patience? One of the best ways to solve this, honestly, is laughter. Because when something is funny, we forget all the other stuff and we sit in the moment and we have a laugh. So everyone right now, I'm going to ask you to laugh, fake laugh, whether you think it's funny or not. Ready? And now give a sort of just a little chuckle. Now something that you think is really hilarious. And if you're looking at me right now, like, what is this English woman doing? And yes, I am from England. I want you to join in with me. Do this again or rewind this section. I want you to start laughing for no reason. Some of us have to cough with it. What's happening is we're moving our body. We're naturally opening up those muscles. We're breathing deeper. And guess what? I've actually forgotten about what I was talking about before we started laughing. So let's talk about another element. If you can, with the person that you're caregiving for, find out what they think is funny. And this is for little kids too. This is if you're a teacher. This is if you've got younger siblings. This is if you're caring for babies. Find out what makes them giggle. It can literally be for a child. You throw a ball and they go, ha, ha, ha. Whatever that does, and you start laughing with them, it's going to change the situation. So if you have someone who you're caring for, a bit grumpy, bit of a challenge, find out what makes them laugh. Because if you find something that makes them laugh, it's going to snap them out of grumpy mode and it's going to bring them into a happier mode. So one of the things that science has proven is that laughter is healing. You can go on the internet and look it up. It's that easy to find. You've got people who are in old folks' home who just literally were watching comedy. You've had other people who have now participated in comedy, which is what we do. And that's going to be part of the fabulous bonus for you to become part of this comedy course I do online. And you're going to find some healing from that. But we'll get to that a little bit later. Find out what makes them laugh. Find out what makes you laugh. All right, whether it's a silly, my goodness, I don't advocate a lot of social media can drive you mad, but let's look at some silly TikTok, YouTube. I do hear a person, PaulaJaneNewman, happens to also do comedy. So maybe you want to look her up and look at her silly videos. Oh my gosh, shameless plug. And then also a little bit of irreverence with life too. Try not to take things so seriously for yourself. That's going to actually give you self-care. So if you notice that some of these techniques I'm already giving are helping you directly, but also you integrating and applying into your regular day life. Because there's no good having all these ideas or me saying, hey, if you want to be part of my group, come to my, meditation retreat. That's not going to help you every day while you're dealing with the stress that it comes up, right? That's you being away. I want to help you be helping yourself right now after this seminar. So get up in the morning, bit of stretch, have some water, put into your calendar 5 or 10 minutes where you can breathe and get away. When I say that, I mean off of the cell phones, off of all the devices, give yourself that time. Build into your schedule nutritious food for your body to bring your body's strength up. And that means if you need to take your vitamins, make sure you get to the doctor, get your blood work done. If you start to have some ailments or things coming up, make sure you schedule yourself for that doctor as well. If you're spending lots of time sending other people to the doctors, you can forget about yourself. Make sure this is an opportunity for yourself to start to heal yourself. Sounds good, right? All right, so now we're going to talk about the finances. If you're caregiving for a family member and suddenly you've gone from working and now you have to be at home, financially things can be tough. And whether you're in a system that's, I don't know, socialized medicine in the UK or New Zealand or Australia, or whether in the US and you have to try and go for their system, there's lots of bureaucracy and lots of paperwork to be done. Take a deep breath and understand the system is there because people took advantage, and there has to be a way to make sure that those who actually are honest with what they're doing can get it. Understand and trust that money might be backdated, but also in the interim, be very mindful of what you're putting out financially and what's coming back in. Don't restrict yourself from going to that chiropractic visit you need to for your back because the money won't come in just yet. Be careful and be conscious of the money, but the stress of the money is going to make that worse for yourself. Breathe. If it is a loved one that you're spending this time caregiving for, please take these to heart, because there's nothing worse than someone passing and realizing the last few years that you were with them and you were caregiving, you were a stress case. You were not necessarily what you would have liked to have been spending time with you. And this brings me to the last aspect, but also a very important part. Enjoy every moment. No, seriously, enjoy the ridiculousness of someone I care for was sent home out of hospital with no medicine and they needed IV antibiotics. Oh, it'll come tonight. And why it's not coming tonight? And we stayed up watching movies, funny movies, waiting for delivery, never arrived. Enjoy the moment that we then spent watching telly, having a giggle, versus these show up. They're human beings, they're stressed out as well, but let every moment be filled with something joyful rather than something that will bring you down by your choice, because there is enough going on for caregivers to bring everybody down with the system. So when we have a moment to make a choice to do something that makes you feel good inside and you enjoy. I know it sounds hard, but those things are going to start to change and also give you a little bit of agency with the time that you do have with this person. Right? Now, if you're dealing with someone who's also helping you and they're frustrating, just know that this is only temporary and that you can find a solution to find someone else. And that while you're dealing with it, have a sort of sense of humor with it and try to get past this person with the agency they're with or the nuts and bolts that they are. Find out if they have a sense of humor. Again, biggest way. Ask them, what do they do for breathing to help their nervous system? All of these ways, get past the actual nuts and bolts and all the bureaucracy and see if you can talk to a human being. And that's the same when you're on the phone and dealing with people. Taking self-care. Is this phone call you're going to be on hold for an hour? So make sure you're on hold and you're doing other things at the same time that you can hear it, so it's not a loss of time, right? So you can bring joy in every moment, or there's a possibility to have a giggle, to breathe, to be calm, and to connect with another human being, knowing that what you're doing is helping someone. What's the highest calling you can be, like a teacher or helping someone and caring for them? and you are noticed and you are appreciated. And that often begins with you appreciating yourself. So with appreciating, let me get to what we're going to offer for you to feel appreciated. So the Vedic Meditation Storybook that you saw, I'm going to quickly share the screen right now. Apparently I have to sing. All right, I'm going to bring this down because sometimes on Zoom things get seen. Here we are, Vedic Meditation e-stories book. If you wish to get this and you are part of this group, what you're going to do is you are going to reach out to me, and you're going to reach out to me through this page here. Here you go, contact. You're going to say that and you're going to send in a message, and you're going to put in that message, TraumaWise freebie ebook with your email. And what you also can do is, what should pop up when you come home here is how to sign up for our newsletter. When you sign up for that, you will get that absolutely free. Now, what else am I offering? Here we go, comedy healing course. All right, so what's comedy healing? Comedy healing is this course that we have developed for people who are ordinary folks who've done this on Zoom and then find a way to tell their story and their truth, and it actually heals them because they're speaking their truth, they're having people laugh, and it's in a positive environment. Let's see if we can play this quick video.
This is such a great program.
Anyone with a desire to try can sign up for the course and write their first comedic set, perform it in front of an audience, sharing their truth.
I have anxiety. I also have obsessive compulsive disorder. Yeah, I'm high functioning. Diagnosis Asian.
Performances are combined with professional comedians.
Social anxiety, said by someone who probably doesn't have it.
Just finished. What an amazing comedy show for a great cause.
This is my first time and I didn't bomb, and that's amazing.
I couldn't sleep the night before.
I have 16 years clean and sober now. Raised an amazing 12-year-old boy.
When I got on there, I didn't think there was any way I could do it. And
Really high grades. I got really high.
I was able to do an entire set PG-13, which is really hard, especially because I'm from a city called Bangkok, and I sell alcohol for a living.
The idea of healing comedy.
confidence. It made me grow so much. Like, I was so ashamed and scared to get up in front of one freaking person. And by the end, it was like, here I am, let's do this.
This is a way where it could be a positive response versus a negative response. So now you're taking that power back for yourself in empowering yourself. You and the group and the producer set it up so well where we have a welcoming environment where I didn't have to worry about that. And for somebody with anxiety, that's not usually what happens. I'm usually overthinking. I'm usually thinking someone somewhere is going to say something and I'm going to have to say something back, and it's just going to be a whole thing. And this is going to suck and it's going to ruin my set. But luckily that didn't happen. And that's a credit to you guys setting up that wonderful, welcoming environment.
Brand new people who just killed it. So I do have to say kudos to Paula for teaching them wonderful tactics, techniques.
Took 4 lessons with Paula, and oh my God, I mean, I know my husband's funny, but I didn't know he was that funny.
Genius!
So you can see that was the promo for it. You're able to register now. You're going to see here, there's the awaremeditation.com, the page for it. When you register for it, I'll tell you in a moment, you share your story. We have stories of Kaylee who had HIV born at birth, that makes sense. You've just seen Amy and also Randy. Randy was a recovered drug addict who shared his experience about trying to raise a kid and not knowing how to do it himself. And Amy herself has OCD, has anxiety, and she was told by her family she should never get up on stage for various horrible reasons. And she did it and she felt confident and empowered. And this is what Randy said. This class was amazing. I had zero confidence going in. I never thought I could get up in front of a crowd. But after only 4 classes, I was able to not only perform, but perform confidently in front of a crowd. And the response from the crowd was spectacular. I would highly recommend this class to anyone who has an interest in comedy. I was taught how to use life experiences to my benefit. Randy. So this new thing, what's happening is in January is when we're going to start, January 2024. This offer is usually $250. It's going to be completely free. I'm sorry, yes, completely free for those of you who want to do it. We have limited spots. Let you know it's safe teaching space taught by professional. You'll get a 3-minute film set, whether we do it on Zoom or if we have a bunch of you that are coming in from the same city, then we're going to have it be live. And all the proceeds will go towards a nonprofit, which even helps you even more. So when you choose to sign up, what's going to happen is you're going to go to this page here, and here's the page about the classes. If you're doing it across the world, you can do it. And here I will give you the coupon code for you to be able to do this at no cost as part of TraumaWise. I want you to help yourself. So just to wrap it up here, I'm so delighted you joined in. If you wish to take advantage of the TraumaWise option, what you're going to do is for the free ebook, go to the contact us, send an email, say you were traumatized, and I will give you that free ebook link directly, just so you know it's coming from me as a person. And so it's going to take, it's not an automatic, here it is, blah, blah, blah. This is not a big shop sort of promo trying to get you in. This is because I want to help you help yourself. If you have trauma and you can have relief from laughter and helping other people, amazing. Then you've got to have the sales link. The sales link will be with all the trauma information. If you didn't get it, then you can contact me through Aware Meditation. And then finally, one thing I'd love to share with you just for fun, no other reason, is this. My personal website. Yes. Oh my gosh. Do we know this person? Yes. PaulaJaneNewman. If you want to go and have some giggles, you can go here. You will see that I primarily do clean comedy. I do charity galas. I was completely freaked out because I got to meet Maxine Waters. I have a small nonprofit, so I know what it takes for you to be in a charity event. I know how to produce shows. I know how important it is those donations are, and I know how to do clean comedy. So go along to the website, have a little giggle, learn more about me, know that there's me on television. Never, ever, ever look as good as we think we do when we're on telly. All right, thank you so much for joining Care for Caregivers. I hope you've enjoyed the exercises that I've told you. You can always reach out to me directly, info@awaremeditation.com. And I applaud you for taking a moment, taking some time. Self-care for the caregiver. I think a guilt cuddle. Yes.